All right. This should be pretty funny. Let's see how this works out. Because I haven't tried this yet, but let's give it a shot. Hey, Barb, can you come here for a second?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was just trying it.
Yes, it worked.
Okay. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So obviously, I'm kind of stuck as far as the paint goes because I have no idea when it's going to be back in stock. So even though I don't want to, I'm going to start working on the inside. First thing we're going to do is go through, clean it all out just because it's pretty well hammered. We could do the insulation on the walls, the insulation up top. First thing we gotta do is put our struts back on for our gull wing. So you can see we're set up to do that. And we got a bunch of stuff to do today. You know, all a little tedious stuff, but it's got to get done. I think my main focus is going to be this wall here. So I'm going to get this set up so that the door will support itself. Start cleaning and we'll see where we end up. All right, she's all cleaned out. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insulate these panels. I got 2 panels here and then 2 roof panels. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is cover up the motor because we don't want that getting any overspray or spray adhesive, at least when I do this. And I guess I'll cover up. Well, steering wheel, I don't want to cover that up. That's getting painted anyway. So let's get going on this. Ooh, look at that. Kevin is rad. So we're going to get rid of all the junk and then we're going to start on the fun part. Which it sounds a lot funner than it really is because I've cut this shit and it's not fun. Okay, so I got this laid out. This is the product that we're going to be using on the wall. It's called Airstone. Color, not that that's important, is Spring Creek. And I'm using this because I have this left over from another project inside the house. So probably only need one more box, about 65 bucks or so from Lowe's or Home Depot. You can order it. Of course, they don't have it in stock, so I'm going to have to order it and get it in a week. But you can see here I have like all the edges laid out. So the edges are going to go right against this. So obviously I don't have enough. This box is empty. But I have enough to get through all the BS, which is, you know, this lower rail. I'll probably be able to get up to like maybe here or so. Hopefully I'll get far enough behind that so that you won't really see it. Should be good. I'm just going to use a my grinding wheel on this stuff to cut it. I found that was the easiest way last time. And I'm going to get going. Also, I'm going to stay like 2 paint sticks up so when I carpet this, I'll be able to push the carpet under it. So I'm going to start going like that, see where we end up. So I'm going to get on this and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alrighty, so we've been working at this probably like an hour and a half. And we pretty much got all the bullshit out of the way. Which, for my purposes, was getting around that. Down there, I can't finish that off, but I'm pretty good. Doing all these cuts here along the bottom, they were pretty easy. Molding in around that and around that. So the rest, the top bar is pretty easy because it sits back pretty far with these round rods. So I could possibly drill a hole. I did notice that the thicker this stuff is, the easier it is to cut. When you have a thin piece, like that's a thin piece there, it's just compacted harder. It's weird. It's like solid concrete, whereas the thicker pieces, you can tell on the back, like the you have like a lot of air bubbles. Those are the pieces that are easy to cut. If you don't have a lot of air bubbles, I can't find it. Oh, here, like that. That piece is horrible to cut. You can see I started cutting it. It was chipping. It was garbage. So I'm gonna have to pick up another 2 boxes of this, but it's coming out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way it's blending around the edge. So we're gonna keep on going because can't do much else. I'm thinking if I can't find this stuff in stock, I know the Lowe's near me, they don't have it. I'm gonna check a couple others. I might put in the overhead console and then fiber optic headliner because I'm gonna need the headliner in when I get up top anyway. Same thing with that wall. I need that wall in before I can do the rocks, but I can't put the wall in until I run electric, so it's a big mess. I'll figure it out. Next day here, and well, it's already 1 o'clock, so we've lowered our expectations on what we're gonna get done today. So ideally, I'd love to get the headliner in here. For me to do that, I would have to get the center console in, and then let's see, I gotta run brake wire back. I gotta run power for the lights back there. Two different sets of lights. Over here on the gull wing, I have to run the awning lights, and I have to run the speaker wires. I'm gonna have to run. Well, no, I don't have to run speaker wires. The speaker wires are fine. So yeah, I got some wires to run. So I'm gonna get started on that. Really kind of boring. Not gonna record it. I also have strip lights that have to go up. I could do that. That shouldn't be in the way. So let's see how far we get. All right, we're an hour in and we are just rocking right along. As you can see, we got stuff going on here. You know, gull front. We got speakers in. We have our awning lights in. What I did was I wrapped everything in split loom because I got some mechanicals here. I don't want to get a wire pinched. The last thing I want to do is all this work on a van and have it catch on fire. And anyone that knows me knows that I'll run out of food and water before I run out of wire loom. So, not a problem. I routed this. This was an existing hole and I just drilled a hole here. So this goes up through here. You can see this for my speakers drops down and, you know, goes over here where it's all labeled. This wire here for the awning lights goes right over, drops down here. So for the next hour, I am going to be going up and down this pillar here. I have to, what do I got to do? I got to bring up or drop down speaker wires because I have speakers up here. I have my main power lead up here already. That's a bonus. This has got to get dropped down. This is for my brake lights. This wire I already ran. It goes all the way to the back. From here, I'm going to have to run the awning lights for the back doors. They're going straight across the roof. I got to drop down for my air horn. I have to drop down for my rock lights. I have to drop down for lights for the doghouse cover. I don't even know what else. I'll have to go look in my basement and see what other accessories I have. So this is just a pain in the ass. I'm pretty much going to drop like a 20-foot string down here next and then just go back and forth pulling wires because it's not worth trying to fish them down there. I should have did that to begin with, but I didn't have the string. So I'm gonna get on that. All right, look at this octopus. So it's dark. It's probably around 8 o'clock at night or so. I did have to run out, do some shit, jumping back on this. So as you can see, I got everything all labeled, you know, ready to go to the switch. So now I just gotta find my screws because I remember I had to cut these because they were too long. They would have went right through. So I think it's time that we get the overhead console out here. Maybe start wiring some stuff up. Pretty sure I don't have any female ends, but we'll do what we can. Now this is the exact reason why I hinged it. Because my God, does it make it easy. So I'm gonna go through and start buttoning up some wires. I'm gonna start with the main power wire. And just keep plugging away till we run out of connectors. All right, so I think we're gonna call it a day. We got everything up here all wired. We're using 7 of the 8 switches, but Mama didn't raise no fool. I put a spare in there and ran it down there, and I'm just gonna wrap her up, and I'll probably end up using it somewhere. But yeah, I think we're all pretty safe. You know, we wire loomed anywhere where it goes through the frame. Everything is done with these heat shrink connectors, and they got like solder in them, so really nice. You know, I'm gonna pop this thing up. Give me a second. In place. Tomorrow we're gonna do the headliner here. We're gonna hook power up, you know, just try her out. All we're gonna have is dome and fiber. And let's see, awning rock. Yeah, that's all we're gonna have working tomorrow. I might do the strip lighting. That's going here, all the way around. And I'm gonna jump on the stereo. Try to get that harness wired in. And so here we are next day. As you can see, I popped the headliner in because I know that just sucks hanging that. And yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. Now we got the headliner in, we can run our strip lights around the outside, which I'll show you in a little bit. I did throw up one of our awning lights just to test the switch, make sure that works. So we should have, right now, awning light, we should have fiber optics, and we should have our courtesy lights up front. Not gonna lie, it's pretty warm in the van. So, with the exception of me screwing up the fiber and the strip sticker, I mean, I could just leave those stickers and swap the wires, which is what I'm gonna do. because yeah, I really wanted the fiber second. I'd say she looks pretty good. So you can see we have dome, which are up here. Strip, which should be fiber. When I hit strip off, turns them off, and awning lights. Yep, man, those are bright. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty good. So I think next we're gonna put the strip runner on the outside, because that's easy enough. All right, this should be pretty funny. Let's see how this works out, because I haven't tried this yet, but let's give it a shot. Hey Barb, can you come here for a second?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was just trying it.
Yes, it worked.
Okay. All right, so here's where we ended up with the electronics. We have the dome lights, which are these little LEDs, along with this little old school light. And I do have a light going in the back that's connected on that switch too. There's no need to put that in. We have the awning lights, which there's only one connected right now, but there's two there, and there's two that are going on the back doors. So when the back doors, when they're going, you'll have light underneath them. Pretty nice. I have the rock lights that I cannot do until I paint. Fog lights after paint. Horn, I already showed you guys that and disconnected that. We have the fiber, which turns out I didn't have them wired wrong. I actually, both plugs are the same, so I just plugged the wrong one in. So, got the fiber going. And then we have the strip lights. And the strip lights are, I don't know, like, I don't know how many different variations you can do in colors and all that stuff. I kind of like them the way they run. So, pretty cool. So, I think we're going to take a break from wiring. We probably are going to jump on the stereo later today, but I got this old set of valve covers, and I got them for like 10 bucks. And I am going to go through and paint them so they all look new again. But I'm going to chop them up first, because I have a plan for these. I would definitely be lying if I said I wasn't a big fan of this, because it goes so well with that. Like peanut butter and jelly. Somebody got a stone delivery tonight. And we are rocking away. So, I'm going to keep going here. Really nothing to see. Glue, cut, repeat. Alright guys, I ain't checked in about 3 hours, but look at where we're at. Ooh, man. It's looking good. I think we're going to remount the rail. I just sprayed all these little squares in black. So, give them a minute to dry up, mount the rail, and gonna go grab the gel cell door, because I sprayed that today. Let's see how this looks. Alright, here we are with the gel cell all done. Now I did have to add on probably like a good ½ inch back here, because I should have used thinner block up here because it was rubbing. And I did grind down the back side of the wheel that's on the trolley. But other than that, I'm not putting the bottom bar on yet because it's going to be in the way of carpet. You know, now we're good. Lock her in place. And she ain't moving. So yeah, once I put the carpet in, then I'll put that bottom bar in. That's no big deal. Should go nice and easy. So yeah, looking pretty good in here. Pretty good. So guys, I think that's going to do it for this little interior video. I think next I'm going to start on the arcade in the back. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and get off the couch and get in the garage.